Alright, so on this part here, I am gluing the tracks to the dome cap. This is the Freetress Bohemian weave. It's the 12-inch. I got the color 1B30. And I'm gluing the tracks to the dome cap using a hot glue gun that I got from Walmart. And I didn't cut the tracks. I would do the fold over method that most people use when doing sew-ins. As you can see right here, I'm going to place the glue down and then fold the tracks over, and I make sure it's secure before I put any more glue down. And after that's secure, then I do a couple of drips. I know it's sloppy, but hey, that's just how it works. Do a couple of drips and then let that get a little hard, and then I keep going. And I don't do long lines because it seems that it takes longer to dry. Now I'm at the top, and I'm doing it as a U part, and I'm going to do the tracks going left to right because to me it wasn't full enough at the top. And so since I'm almost finished with that, I'm just going to lay a couple of tracks across the top going left to right, and then when I get to a certain point, then I go back and do the U shape to close it up and make it a little bit neater before I cut down the middle of the cap for the to make it a U part. It'll come like a U shape. And on this one, I am just using the real small perm rods. I put some Frizz Ease on my hair, a little bit of smooth and whole pudding, and a tad bit of Eco Styler gel. The first method that I tried to use was I did twist and then rotted it, but that didn't turn out right. That was such an epic fail. So the second go around, I just decided to do this. And what I'm doing is I'm going to roll it up, and then I'll let it dry overnight, and then take it down and try to figure something out. And now for the takedown process. I think maybe next time I need to either separate them a little bit more or roll them a little looser because they were kind of tight compared to the curl pattern in the hair. They were very, very tight. It was more, my hair was more like a coiled pattern as opposed to the wig. And now I have the wig cut and my roller's out. So I'm going to, the cap that I got was from my local beauty supply store. It was $2.99. It's not the dome cap that you buy at Sally's. It's kind of like a cheaper version, but it worked well. It was actually tight enough to where I didn't have to put anything on it to hold it down, but I did anyway. And since I didn't get any clips from the beauty supply store, I'm going to just use bobby pins or hair pins and kind of pin it down at the top because it's real snug in the back. So I'm going to use hairpins to pin it down at the top. And I use hairpins on both sides. I probably use like 3 or 4 on both sides of the wig. And then I think I used 1 or 2 in the middle. I'm not sure. And now that I have the wig on, it's time for some blending. Now, this blending method wasn't the best, but it worked for the few hours that I was out because I was actually getting ready to go to church. So what I did was grab a piece of the weave, and then I just rolled my hair up with the weave and until Lord, what am I trying to say? Anyway, I got the weave and then curled it, kind of twisted it, good Lord, twisted it together, and then my hair kind of wrapped around the weave, and then I did it that way. No, I did not like it that much, but it looked much better than the the first time I did it, when I did the twist and then rotted the twist. If I can, I'll put a picture at the end. But to me, this looked much better than that. So I was okay with it. And I will probably try a different method where I actually pull the twist apart. I'm kind of scared to do that, though, because it's so hot and humid in Mississippi that my hair would just poof up on my head and it would look a hot mess. So I might just do this blending method and just leave it at that instead of trying something else. Or I might try something else. I don't know. So I'm gonna finish up the little blending method that I was using, and I'll have pictures at the end.